You wanted everybody else to do it, but you didn't?
The question we have today is, would women want this guy in their bathroom? The Democrat Party is sticking to the transgender ideology, and this Republican, Brandon Gill, is going to grill Governor Pritzker of Chicago, the one who doesn't want Trump to come protect his city. He's going to grill him about some former tweets that he had.
Do you know who Franklin Jose Pena Ramos is?
Are you talking about the federal government's cost to the state of Illinois as a result of the failed
Ramos is?
Immigration policy?
It's a yes or no question. I'll take that as a no. Do you know who Jose Martinez Rangel is?
No, sir, I do not.
You don't. You should. Those are two men who came into this country illegally. 12-year-old Jocelyn Nungary in my home state of Texas. Do you think that elected officials should have welcomed them into our communities?
So people are affected by illegal immigration, and Brandon is asking Pritzker what he thinks about it. Let's see what Pritzker, the genius, thinks about it.
Sir,
Question.
Before they committed a crime, I'm not sure what you're asking.
Do you think that they should have been welcomed into our communities? It's a very straightforward question.
Someone who commits murder, no. Someone who commits murder should be apprehended.
Why did you state during Biden's border crisis that illegal aliens, quote, should have been welcomed and helped by elected officials?
When you say illegal aliens, these are people who are given...
20 million people came in under Biden. 0 are coming in today. 0. Biden was a disaster. This guy's a disaster. If you elect a Democrat, you're electing a disaster. The Democrats are demonic, and they've lost their way. As far as I'm concerned, they never had their way. They've always been the party of racism, divide by race, KKK. Let's move on.
Asylum
helped into our communities.
People who are asylum
seekers.
Easy
Yes or no question.
Well, you're mischaracterizing them.
It is your position that they should.
And he's going to ask him about the bathroom. Keep watching, because he's going to ask this guy about the bathroom towards the end.
Have been welcomed into our communities. Is that correct?
There were asylum seekers
your
who were
own
here
statement.
legally.
And then they went on and 12-year-old Jocelyn.
Someone who commits murder should be held accountable. We do that in the state.
And
how about not letting them in here, Pritzker? How about not letting them come in so they can murder Americans? That's what Trump's doing. Why you let 20 million people in so they can come murder Americans? How many people have been murdered because your president let 20 million people in here? How about preventing the crime before it happens by not letting the criminal?
I think they should have been welcomed into our communities before they did.
I don't know how you can tell before somebody commits a crime that they are
secure
going
the
to
border
commit
and
the crime.
not let illegal
Exactly.
aliens come into our communities.
Exactly.
Do you support abolishing ICE?
Asylum seekers.
Do you support abolishing ICE?
No, I believe we need an immigration force in the United States.
You don't.
In fact,
You believe a budget is a moral document. Is that correct?
I do.
You do. You tweeted that. Your administration gave $12,000 to the organized communities against deportations, which just this past month was marching in the streets of Chicago with signs saying abolish ICE. Do you support this?
I do not.
Is this a
support
reflection of
abolishing
your
an
moral
immigration
values?
force.
Why'd you give them money then?
Is this a reflection of your moral values?
I do not support abolishing an immigration force.
That's good to hear. Mr. Governor, do you think that biological men should be able to use women's restrooms?
This is where it gets funny. I don't know how the Democrats can stick to this position.
I'm not sure how this has to do with immigration.
It's just a yes or no question.
Why are you?
It's very easy to answer.
This?
Do you think
I thought
that
we were
men should be using
doing
women's
fact
restrooms?
finding? I'm sorry.
Do you think men should be allowed in women's restrooms?
And what he's doing is taking this demonic governor's tweets and just reading them back to him.
Hey, I'm not sure why this has come to this issue.
You
It has
tweeted
nothing
that
to do
as
with
a
immigration.
protest against President Trump, everyone should use the other gender's bathroom today. Have you ever used the women's restroom?
Have you ever used the women's restroom? How many women, if you're a woman, put in the comments, how many women would run out of the restroom if that guy, not that guy, but the Governor Pritzker came into the restroom? How many women would run out? That's a good question by the Republican here. Let's see what he says.
Not that I can recall ever, sir. No.
You wanted everybody else to do it, but you didn't?
Sir, I'm not sure why we're on a topic that has nothing.
So he basically tweeted that everybody should use the women's restroom on a day when Trump said men shouldn't be allowed in women's restrooms. So the guy asking, have you ever used a women's restroom?
Asking you, you're advocating for men to use women's restrooms, but you didn't do it?
I do not advocate that, no.
You tweeted it. Why did you send it out in a tweet if you don't advocate for it?
Actually, you did. You said everyone should use the other gender's bathroom today.
I can tell you that you are politicizing this in a way that what we ought to be focusing on is
the
failure
of the
federal
men
government
to use women's restrooms
and the Congress to deal with immigration reform.
Do you regret encouraging men to use women's restrooms?
Again, you're taking.
This is what the Republicans need to do every time. This is called fighting. This is not what old school Republicans did. This is what you do. When you get them in front of you, you put their words back in their face every time. This is how you fight right here. You don't fight with guns. You don't shoot people. You get them in front of the Congress. You get them in front of the TV, and you put them on social media in their own words, reading their own words back to them, and let the American people see how insane they are.
Us on topics that have.
Did you ever consider that women don't want you in their bathrooms?
So you're admitting that this is just a political circus?
No, I'm asking you because you put this on the internet for everybody
and really about you grand.
He said, I don't know if you could hear him because they were talking back and forth. Did you ever consider that women don't want you in their bathrooms? Exactly.
I'm asking you, have you ever considered that women don't want you in their bathrooms? That's a private space that they don't want you or any other man in.
Congressman, let's talk about
you can't say
failure to
normal
vote
people
for
say
Medicaid.
In
fact, you want to take Medicaid away.
Men should be in women's restrooms.
And
that's a very straightforward question.
You apparently want people
and you're
to
encouraging men to use women's restrooms where there could be underage girls. Do you think that's appropriate?
Sir, if we're going to politicize this, let's talk about what you're doing to people in this country.
You think that's normal?
By virtue of your vote.
All right, let's move on. Let's
President
ask,
Trump.
Do you support Hamas's agenda?
Sir, I do not. They are a terrorist organization.
Jordan gave a grant to the Muslim Civic Coalition, which just 2 weeks after...
This is where your tax money is going when you vote for a Democrat. All this junk is where your tax money is going.
October 7th was marching in the streets of Chicago to, quote, stop the U.S.-backed genocide against Gaza. Is that a reflection of your values?
I have spent my life fighting anti-Semitism.
No, I'm asking, is this a reflection of your values?
I'm not sure why you're attacking me about something in an organization.
Because your administration gave money to this organization.
I'm explaining to you that what we do in the state of Illinois is stand up for what we believe are.
You didn't have to give money to the Muslim Civic Coalition.
People have the right to express themselves.
To stop the U.S.-backed genocide against Gaza. That was your choice.
I know Republicans want to take away people's right to free speech. We don't in the state of Illinois. And
they've got the right to free speech. They don't have the right to tax dollars.
What do you mean you don't want to take away the right to free speech? Elon Musk had to buy Twitter, now X, because you took away the right to free speech. You took away Trump's right to even speak. He had to start his own social media company to get his word out. The Democrat Party, whatever they accuse you of, they're either doing or have done.